it's different. And I never knew any of this about depression. I had the stop it mentality because I'm a relentless optimist. I have bad days, insecurities, and I participate in negative self-talk more than I want to admit. But I've never tasted what I call the dark side. I never knew what that felt like, to not want to get out of bed, to wonder if anybody would care if you died, and just pretend in front of everybody and get home as fast as you could to get back to bed because you didn't want to see anybody. You just go on autopilot until it happened to me. And I was like, this is the worst. I hated it so much. I was like, this is what, and then all the things that you know you're supposed to do are the things you do not want to do. Literally the worst. And you don't want to tell anybody because you're supposed to be the leader. How can I? And so I had all my notes about what to do. It's way harder to do it than to tell other people to do it. I'm just confessing. All right, so I went through this, and I was in a very dark place. And I was like, and I would go to church, and I felt the presence of God. I didn't feel like I was lost. I felt like, okay, God, I spoke in tongues. I was not pretending. I felt encouraged in my spirit. And I went back home, and I still felt horrible. And so God said, I've done my part. Have you done your part? And I was like, well, what's my part? And so I feel like he prompted me to go to the doctor. I said, hey, I feel really bad. I really don't want to admit it. It's called pride. And they checked me out. Turns out I had a major iron deficiency, and I was super anemic. Guess what anemia symptom is? Depression. So here I am. What if I had jumped off a building somewhere or done something stupid to hurt myself? The devil over there drinking lemonade, not involved whatsoever. Being fooled by what my mind was telling me, which was a totally fixable physical problem. At least 50 to 70% of people who have depressive symptoms have a vitamin deficiency, like D, vitamin D, B12, A, iron, magnesium's a huge one. After this experience, once I got iron, I didn't hate myself, and it was miraculous. I got an iron infusion. I still get a couple a year. And when I start feeling really bad and wanting to run away and hide, like, oh, okay. When something's off and something's wrong, don't hide and keep it to yourself and rot away for no reason. You wouldn't do it if your arm was broken. You need to start eliminating things. What could it be? My mind is going down paths that should not be going down. What is going on? And just go to the doctor and get a blood panel first. It could be something, you could be the 2% that has a genetic disposition to that. And even if you do, it can be helped. Sometimes medication is the answer, but sometimes you can just take care of business with getting the right nutrients in your body. Check your levels. Stop giving the devil credit. You could be hypoglycemic. You could have thyroid issues. They cause depression and anxiety. One simple blood panel could take away all the devil's glory. Fight the battle on all fronts. Take care of business. You have people counting on you. Don't dismiss it. It is not normal for a child of God to suffer with anxiety and depression. You can help yourself in your mind. You can go to a counselor. You can get vitamins. You can take medication. But don't lay down and think it's normal and you deserve it, because you don't. That is a lie. There is freedom. There is hope. There is life. You're not broken. You're not unfixable. You're not possessed of the devil. You might just need some vitamins. I'm talking about changing your mind. The enemy wants to take you out, and you have to push back. You have to get your mind renewed in the spirit, because people who are renewed in the spirit feel amazing, but their body can still be sick. I would go home and still feel sick. You could be well in your spirit. Did you feel well in your spirit but still be sick in your body? You didn't feel unsaved. You knew God was with you. He reminded you of that. We're still stuck in this cursed body. And sometimes we have to participate in our own deliverance. You can fight the carnal with the carnal, but we have to fight the spirit with the spirit. Pray, fast, make resolutions, only to find it getting worse because we're only treating the spiritual. We go home, back to the same environment, the same negative thinking. It's not always a spiritual attack. We have to get victory over every thought. No matter the source, even though it was iron, the thoughts were real. And I had to win the war of my mind by my thought life and the Word of God and doing what I knew to do, even if I didn't feel like it. I had to win the war physically and go get the iron, and spiritually keep my inner man renewed. All three. Don't leave out